What is up, guys, and welcome to this new YouTube video. So today, great news. I am so sorry first that I haven't been doing a video for around a month, but I'm so sorry, guys. It's hard, I'm in a high grade now at school, and so keeping up with your homework, with school, with studying, and with free time, because you have to relax a little. You can't always be studying and working hard. I couldn't fit in the time in the last weeks to do a YouTube video, and I'm so sorry for that. Please forgive me. That is not great, I know, but yeah, it's fine. But as you can probably see here, I am reviewing the iPad Air 2, also known as the iPad Air, really. It's the same product, only being renewed in the years and name changed, but it's the same product here in my hand. So let's talk about this. This iPad was actually released back in 2015, if I'm correct. This product here is obviously around 2 years old, but it's still outgoing. It's not called the iPad Air 2, because this was the iPad Air 2. In the olden days, well, 2 years ago, there was still the iPad Air 1, the iPad Air and iPad Air 2. The iPad Air 2, I'm not sure if they still sell it, but it's really been taken over by the iPad Air. It's only iPad before the Pro category. There's the iPad, normal iPad, iPad Air, and then there's the iPad Pro category. This is the iPad Air. Really, they've just taken the iPad Air 2 and just recorded the iPad Air. And yes, it is here, and it's really thin, as you can see, guys. And I've actually checked it. It's thinner than the iPad Pro, which is out in these years. As you can see, that is ridiculously thin. It's not even as thick as my pinky nail. It is thin as really hell. But compared to today's iPads, I actually saw a few movies, done a few research. This is more durable. So from tests, drop tests, folding tests, by doing this, I'm not going to do it now, or no review anymore, guys. This was proven to be the strongest iPad in the iPad category with the iPad, normal iPad. The iPad Pro is actually known for its kind of not strongness, because people, even with their normal force, took it, just pressed it a little and it snapped, or sat on it and it snapped. I actually done, you don't want to know with this, fall from the sofa, fall from my hand, not a dent or a crack in the screen. Yes, there is a little scratch there, if you can see, but minorism. I mean, it's an iPad that you play, and while if you use things, it's obviously going to get ruined. Today, I'm also going to be reviewing, sorry, got a sore throat, got a cold, and got a backache, and a headache. We've topped it off. Also reviewing this iPad Air or iPad Air 2 cover, which is good. Actually looks nice. I obviously, as you can see, just drawed on it. Why? I'm not sure actually, and put a sticker on it. But apart that, this is how it came. I love this cover. I think it's the best. It really protects your iPad and has loads of utility stuff, but we'll talk about that later. Right, now, let's turn on the iPad. Quite actually, not the quickest, but not the slowest to turn on. About a few seconds and it's on. That's on, right? Right, this is my background now. Don't really bother it. It's a nice background. I like it. Cool thing that you got on all iPads, if you turn a bit like that, the screen will move. As you can see, I'll go close to the camera. I'm moving it a bit, and actually it's a bit moving up and down the image behind. All of that is cool. No face recognition though. That might be something which you want to think about if you're buying it. But, stupid mosquitoes. But there is mighty almighty finger recognition, ID, print recognition, And that is good because it's way quicker than putting your password. It might be long, it might be short, whatever it does it. This is quick as hell. Open it like that and it opens, and it's actually got the latest ID system. But now there's no more really touch system on iPhones. But until the iPhone 8 came out, this is the iPhone 8 recognition system. So it's the fastest one ever built from Apple. If you excuse me. Cleaning going on here. I've got this. I'm not sure where I got this actually from. Found it in my dad's drawer. Thought it was cool and worked quite well. Stole it from him. That's how you do it, guys. Don't bother asking. If you never saw him use it, he'll never notice that you actually stole it. If he uses it though, well, he will notice that you got it. So be kind of careful. Also looks nice from the back. You have the nice and shiny silver Apple button, Apple logo. What did I say button? I was thinking about play button. Kind of a dream for me. You got a nice camera. It's actually tiny. The camera built in this, don't take me wrong, I think it's from the iPhone 6s Plus. But there's actually, the camera integrated here was more an iPhone 7. This iPad is really an iPhone 8, 7, 6. It's a mix from those iPhones, but into a tablet and in a bigger version. The buttons here are really so thin and tiny. As you can see, you have two little buttons here. Volume. Button here to turn it on and off. It's quite actually simple. You've got a jack. That is an iPhone 6 feature. You've got a headphone jack, which is so good. Because if you don't, you're kind of making it, it's a faff to go and get your headphones and stick it. And you can't charge at the same time. You need special plugs. Or, in general, you can't. You have to buy AirPods. Instead, here, or whatever kind of wireless, instead here you already have a iPhone jack. Not the iPhone jack, the headphone jack. It just really solves the problem at all. You don't have any problem on using this while you're charging and listening to music. Now, battery-wise, let's go actually on settings. Open it. Look how much games I have. This iPad is officially an iPad made for games. Look, all the features, and then I got this, and this. Look, these are all games. Probably only use 4 of these, and all the rest I never use. And look, and there and there. I've got loads of stuff on this iPad. But this iPad is 128, or it can also be a 254, I think, gigs of storage. Perfect. Being that I only use this for games and a few photos when I'm in the house, when my phone is running low on battery or the batteries run out, use this. Photo-wise, now, battery-wise, battery, it can deal well. It can do a full day of gaming. The battery lifetime is actually quite good. Thing it might take a little bit longer than other things is if you have a power port and you have multiple devices charging at the same time. This will take quite a long time to charge. By itself though, it charges. Not the fastest tablet, iPad. I prefer iPads and tablets. Even Samsung, even if I'm a Samsung fan, even an Apple fan. I'll probably cut off that bit. I prefer iPads way more than tablets. So iPads for me are better than Samsung tablets. But Samsung phones and iPhone phones, I really like both. iPhone 11, don't really am a fan of. Waiting for the next one to come out and maybe I'll buy it. But battery wise, charges normally, not fast, not slowly. It will charge slowly if you have multiple devices attached to one port or one plug. That's a serious problem. But apart that, it charges normally if it's alone. Battery life lasts quite a lot. I started this video when the battery was at 28%. Now it's at 26%. You know, this iPad is already having 2 to 3 years lifetime from when it was turned on. So the battery actually runs low and ruins. But I'm not sure how you kind of open this, because you have nice silver linings next to it. Beautiful back. and you say, how the hell do you open this, get the battery out and change it? What I do is actually use an iPad to the end, then sell it or recycle it and then buy a new one. I usually never change batteries in my phones. For example, my old phone, Samsung Galaxy J7, sold it with the same battery. Even if the battery wasn't really lifetime worthy, it was really gonna run out really quickly. I didn't care, I just sold it like that. It was a friend who I sold it to, so it's all fine. Now, camera-wise, response is quite quick, as you can see. That's a real quick response. Camera-wise, selfie camera, yeah, not the best, but you got cool thing about this iPad. It might be old, even cool thing about Apple. This has got the latest iOS software update, the iOS 13.11.12, something like that. But this has the latest one. What you can show it, if you want proof, is the button when you turn on and turn off the volume, up and down the volume. It's the latest one. This is the new feature. Swipe up, you see you get these little shortcuts. I find it a little bit hard sometimes. Double tap. Oh, there's Fortnite. New season 11 out. I'm not a fan, but it's fine. Camera-wise, you get... let's turn this around. As you can see, it's now showing you my phone recording. And kind of nice stuff behind. Should be showing this on camera. Doesn't matter. Looks nice. Camera, it's actually quite good. It's not the worst resolution. It's there, right there. Close up, it doesn't really catch the image really well. But for example, showing, it's very good. Turning it around, I'll take a photo of wood. And I'll show you the photo. That didn't really end up well. As you can see, new software. It doesn't have really focus. It's quite hard to focus. But I've got some cool pictures. Let's find one out. I've got beautiful pictures of panorama. For example, look at this. Tell me if that is not a beautiful picture. It is beautiful, and even when you zoom in, you get details of... God's sake. Details are quite good. It's New Zealand, if you're wondering. Beautiful place if you haven't visited. Make sure to go and visit that. It's beautiful. Even birds. Photographing birds. I mean, guys, what kind of person am I? Look at that. Look, that's a background photo. Beautiful. Images-wise, this is great. I think that for the value you buy this tablet, which is actually quite low, the price now, it's real good. If you have money, you buy the Pro, obviously. But if you don't have it and you just want an iPad to play with, and it's fine, it works perfectly. Air 2, whatever you want to call it, is the choice for you. Now, last thing I want to talk about is screen resolution. I'm not sure if I have actually fully downloaded Minecraft. Minecraft? Oh, that's not great news for me. I'm calling things Minecraft. Epic Games, Fortnite. Let's see. It's actually quite good. You play and it... Oh my gosh. Only thing, if you have woolly fingers, I don't have woolly fingers, but I haven't got fingers just out of a package. Still got 1.12 gigabytes. It will leave finger marks, look at that. But when you're playing, it's so good. Look, even look at this. Look at the resolution there is. It's so good color that you probably will never notice. Only when it's off, you then find out you smudged everywhere. But this is the iPad Air 2, everyone. And this is the future. I promised to you guys. I don't know, I promised in your latest video. I will do reviews of one phone for sure and two phones in the next month. Probably it's gonna be a Xiaomi Redmi Note 7 or 7 or an Samsung Galaxy A30, I already reviewed that, sorry, an A20, A10, or even a more grades, A40, A50, A60. I'm not sure, it's going to be rather a Samsung, a Huawei, or a Redmi, Xiaomi, those three brands, because when I'm doing budget phones, because budget phones are the people, they're more economical, and more people can afford them. There's not all the people in the world probably can't afford an iPhone X, iPhone 11 or Samsung Galaxy S10. So I am kind of, you got me, doing more budget phones for the people. I will keep on doing when an S-class phone comes out. We'll keep on doing the S. I will keep on trying to do, probably buy an iPhone. I'm not sure only to review it or to be my phone or for some present. I will review it. But keep it up. S-Class will always go. From the S8, we're doing this, if I'm correct, to the S10 now. And we'll keep on going. Always the plus one, because I love big phones. You might not like them. But I like them. Yeah, shouldn't be using that on my iPad anymore. Whatever, guys. Now, iPad away. Beautiful iPad. Look at that. Perfectly nice working. It is amazing. That is beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful. It is a grand iPad. Look at that. It has the latest updates all around you. That's it. Now the cover. Quick review on the cover. I'm not going to put it on the title, guys, if you may have. Sorry, but I think this is the best cover for economy. Doesn't cost a lot. Covers your phone. If you don't want to flip one, you're going to buy another one. But I think this is nice and protective and nice to watch even videos on, because it has kind of levels where you can put your iPad at. Now, outside, you can choose loads of color. I chose this because I love aqua. This type of green aqua color. Beautiful. Little camera hole there. It's tiny though, so you don't really actually notice it on the back. Even if you pull your hand like that, you wouldn't notice there is any hole in it, so it's fine. Open it up, and it's actually amazing. You have so many pockets to fit things in. For example, I've got something. I was prepared. This again. Fit this in. Won't annoy you when you close your iPad. Perfect. Actually fit the iPad in. And it's so easy to fit the iPad in. Gosh, it is. The iPad will weigh a little bit more with this. But still, weighs perfectly fine. It's full of cards, if you haven't noticed. Here, you can fit all your cards you want. If you're a businessman which needs an iPad to work in the office, in meetings, but you need your credit cards or like some ID cards that you have to show, or some little cards that you have to log in at the meeting, but you don't know where to put them, just if you have an iPad which you use in the meeting, you just plug them. There's actually 4 card holders here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then you've got loads of storage here, which is actually padded with soft material, and this like leather, which feels really nice, kind of padded, as you can see. Now, this we did it with my friend, which actually has a, if I'm not correct, a red color. The name of this, I was forgetting, guys. The name of this cover is come on. The name of this cover is Gooseberry. Gooseberry. I'll show you here. That's the name of it. Gooseberry. You can design it, actually personalize this cover, whatever type of cover, and you can choose the color or make your own. And it's a Mercury Corporation. It's a brand, Mercury Corporation. It's a brand which makes covers and a lot of other things. It's quite cool. What we did with my friend's cover, it was red, and it was really old. It wasn't an iPad Air. It was like an iPad, a really old iPad. And he had the cover similar to this from Gooseberry, and it was like, I'm not sure, 6-7 years. It was really old. Cover nice this. And he said, as you can see, this wrist rubber bit here which is not ruined at all. It's actually quite dirty, I'm not sure. It's not ruined at all. And maybe this starting to peel off the leather and it's starting to not look that great. What he did, he actually got this part and ripped it off this. So this actually was a fully functional rubber cover, which was so good and actually made it look way nicer and modern than an old bulky iPad. And it was so good, where he ripped it off, it was like a little bit marked with glue. Got a wet piece of paper, rubbed it for a little, and it actually all got off and perfectly was a brand new looking cover. And then with this, I'm not sure what he decided to do, but it's still a card holder which he could put his stuff in. So maybe put some cards which he put his in his drawer, or cut it there so he only has a piece with all the things he needs in. So, iPad cover, this is what you do. It's also nice. Look, you can have different levels while you're watching. Sorry, you can this level, nice. Then you can have this level, which is a bit more flat. You can have, by pushing this more frontwards, a steeper one and another steeper one. I like this one. I think this is the best one. Beautiful. Thank you for watching, guys. Await the reviews which are gonna come out. Nice reviews. And thank you for watching. This is the iPad Air or Air 2, and this is the Gooseberry Mercury cover. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Goodbye. Right, that's done.